Hello. My husband and I are moving. And it is a move I am very excited about. He and I have been wanting to move out of the town we are currently in for a while now. It's a good thing, but it's just a little stressful because we still don't really have a place to live where we are moving to, and it's in a different state, and there's just a lot of logistical things to be figured out and to be done that we just don't really have a lot of control over right now, but we are doing our best. But it's very stressful for me personally. So to kind of ease some of that stress and to focus some of this excited energy into something, I want to figure out how I'm going to move all of these books to a new destination. So I did a quick count last night. I have about 250 across these 3 shelves in this room. I know I have about another 40 on my TBR shelf in my bedroom. So we're just gonna round up and say that that's around 300 books, just to kind of keep a nice even number to look at. And so I think what I have come to as far as how I want to move these books, obviously I need to pack them into some sort of box. I know a lot of people really like to use the banker's box, and that's great, but I don't really want to buy boxes. But I know from having moved a lot during college and whatnot, is that liquor stores will give you the boxes that cases of liquor come in for free, generally, if you ask them. This box is actually from a liquor store in Boise from when my husband and I moved out of our apartment there in 2017. But you can see here, it's got either a packing date or an expiration date. I don't know. It's got to be a packing date. Yeah, because we didn't move till whatever. I'm getting sidetracked. It even has some crap in here from our apartment in Boise 5 years ago. But this is the only liquor box I still have from that phase of my life. So I'm going to use it as just to figure out how many books I can fit in a box, because I think most of the boxes are about this same dimension. So obviously oversized books, I'm gonna have to figure out something else for, my Waldo books and my textbooks and stuff. Those will have to go into something else, but regular paperback hardbacks I think should fit in here. So I'm gonna empty out all the stuff in here and then pack in some books and see how many fit. My battery died part of the way through that, but I could fit 20 books in here. Technically 21 because I have 2 stacks of 10 and then 1 in between the stacks. But I don't think I'm gonna want to do that for all of them, just kind of depending. The one I slid in the middle here is a special edition in its own little box, so I felt comfortable kind of slotting it in the middle. So we're gonna go safe and say that one of these boxes can fit 20 books. So 300 divided by 20 is 50. I need 15 of these boxes, which I don't feel is too big of an ask at the liquor store. So next step is to go to the liquor store and get some boxes. Hopefully, because I don't think I've ever asked for boxes from this liquor store specifically. So hopefully they are open to giving these to me and letting me give them new life. But for now, that's 21 books loaded. We're getting there. We're working through it. Okay, I acquired many boxes from the liquor store. I don't know how many boxes I quite ended up with, but a lot of varying sizes. It is a great hack for moving because they appreciate it, because they don't always have space in their dumpster for boxes. I appreciate it because I don't have to pay for boxes that are just going to get flattened and recycled. These have already lived a life once, and now they're going to get to live another life. From booze boxes to book boxes. So let's start loading these puppies up. The other great thing about these is that even when they're totally full, they're still relatively not that heavy. Because what did I say? This one had 20 books in it, so it's 20 pounds. That's a very reasonable amount of weight to carry.
So it's a couple days later. Most of the big bookshelves are packed up, and I have made the decision that I am not going to move my red books over to Oregon quite yet, just because we're kind of in a temporary-ish living situation. We ended up just getting an apartment, and we're gonna start house hunting soonish. So like I said, I'm not gonna move over my red books yet, just because they take up a lot of space, it's a lot of effort, and I'd rather just move them the one time. So I'm going to, I guess, move them to my parents' house, which is like not that far away, and have my parents store them for me for a while. And then once my husband and I get like a more permanent living situation, then I will move them to there. But I will be bringing my TBR shelf, which is why this is here. So this little white shelf and the books on it will be coming with me. So yeah, let's go grab a box and pack up these bad boys. Okay, this is basically all the books and knackage from the big shelves, and this will be chilling at my parents' house till we have a house. Hello. It's been like over a week since I last talked to you, but I was on a work trip all last week, so I didn't really get a chance to work on book things. But I have about the next 10 minutes, so let's see how many of my books I can get unpacked in the next 10 minutes. We're gonna speed run it. So I have my old shelves up on the computer for some inspiration / pity party for myself, because I am now limited to my one TBR shelf. So we'll see how this goes. I'm actually currently reading this book, so I'm glad I grabbed it out so I don't have to read it on my e-reader anymore. Okay, my battery died like very shortly into that. So just pretend you saw a nice time lapse of me filling this all in, but I will also put in a phone clip here so you can kind of see the whole thing put together. But we still have a little bit of room to grow with this teeny tiny shelf here. I might actually be able to fit another teeny tiny shelf there, and we just won't tell my husband about it if we do run out of room. Like just two teeny tiny little shelves. No big deal about moving up. Like it's just two teeny tiny little shelves. So this might be growing. We might be expanding. Exciting things are happening. I'm living in Oregon, so I'm excited. Good things are coming. This is not quite the video I thought it would be as far as moving like all of my red books. This was just, you know, my 40 TBR books, but it's exciting. I'm excited, things are happening, things are moving and grooving, and this is a temporary stop along the way. So there will definitely be a part 2 to this video when my husband and I eventually find a more permanent living situation and I move over all of my books and my big bookshelves. But at least for a part 1, this is where we are ending today. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know how many books you have in your current collection, and if you would choose to move all of those books were you to move states right now. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.